Hey, it's me. Today is the magical day that many of you have been waiting for.
Hair in my mouth.
I'm gonna actually start the Dollhouse project. So back up. Episode 1 was when I started my Dollhouse project. And if you're unfamiliar, the Dollhouse project has been the big project that many of my viewers have been harassing me to do for years. And for years I've avoided it. And finally, here I am. Today's the day. No turning back now. In episode 1, I didn't really actually get into the creative part of it because really what needed to be done first was assembling the dollhouse and brainstorming a concept. But spoiler alert, I'm not going to be finishing the entire dollhouse today. That would be insane. This is going to be kind of a mini series on my channel. They will be spaced out episodes because they take a long time. I really want to give all of the rooms their own unique style, theme, lots of attention to detail. And so I think doing one room at a time is gonna allow me to do the best job with this. So today I will start and finish room number 1. Each episode I'll come back and do another room until the dollhouse is complete. I bought multiple different sets of dollhouse furniture. I wanted plenty of options. So let's get into the dollhouse. Okay, switching to voiceover me voice. And oh yes, bye-bye to all the little dollhouse inhabitants. I may or may not have been playing with this dollhouse with my kids earlier. I'm scared to climb. What if I get hurt?
You won't. Just go up.
So yeah, let's just get all of that out of there. Okay, Tom? Hear that, Tom? Now the dollhouse is nice and empty and introducing my furniture hoard. Is this overkill? Did I buy too much? Yeah, maybe I did. What's done is done. You can't say that I'm not committed to this. There is a lot here. It's just a little bit of everything. But we're gonna be taking this one room at a time. So today I'm gonna start with this top room, which is going to be a bedroom. Come on in, take a look around. Yes.
Spacious, very airy. Smells like new construction.
Shut up.
It's missing a few walls, but that's fine.
Wonderful. So I'm gonna start gathering some furniture, including all of the beds, of course, and then just anything and everything that looks like it could be bedroom furniture. What is this, a fridge, a cabinet?
No clue.
This adorable wardrobe, yes.
And here is my full range of options for the bedroom furniture. So then I organize everything into categories. All the beds and the bedding, all the wardrobes, several cribs, lamps, bunk beds. This is adorable, but unfortunately my pickle figure is just too fat for that. So that's a no. It's okay, sweetie. We'll get you a bigger bed.
It's the bed's fault, not yours.
So now I can start moving things around and trying to figure out how I want the bedroom to be set up. This is cute. I'm an interior designer.
I think I found my calling.
Transferred everything into the bedroom. Actually, I take it back. I'm not that good at this. It seems a little off, like something is missing. I love this little chair, but we have minor issues with the dino figures actually being able to sit in it because we got the tail. Now, if you were here for my assembly/brainstorming episode, I mentioned that I wanted to do a derpy dino theme for the top level of the house. After getting a bunch of feedback from you guys, I do plan on making some tweaks to that original plan. However, I am gonna keep this room derpy dino themed. It is critical that it be usable for the derpy dinos. I mean, that would just be sad for them not to be able to use their own room. So I swapped out this insult of a chair and added a little ottoman for some additional leg support.
It's kind of cute.
I'm thinking that this corner here just seems a little too empty. So I found this little vanity and I thought this could be your little spot, girl. Get yourself a little bench. This is Pickle Pink's little vanity corner. Do her blush, get those lashes on. I know you've noticed her blush, her lashes. You think she just wakes up like that? No. And this can be Pickle's little lazy chair where he sits around and thinks his derpy thoughts. So this is the setup of the room. I'm quite pleased with it overall. Honestly, somehow all the furniture that I picked out just happens to kind of already look cute together. So clearly we can't leave it like this. Let the customizing begin. Starting with the room itself, I'm gonna dip into some nice pickle green and apply a fresh coat of paint to these walls. I actually loved the wallpaper that was already on here. No disrespect, wallpaper, you're great. You just don't belong here anymore. That's gonna take several coats of paint to cover it all up. And then for the ceiling, which is currently bright red, I'm going in with Pickle's spine color to keep it on theme. This was very awkward to paint. I did not enjoy it at all. And yes, I am doing it while wearing socks with sandals. What do you want from me? Huh? Be perfect? To be classy? Not gonna happen. Ever. So that's good. On to the fun part, the furniture. Starting with one of my favorite pieces, this little wardrobe. I just love it so much. But I want to add something special on top of it. So I'm breaking out my air dry clay and beginning to sculpt the different pieces of a cheeseburger. Now, if you know anything about my Derpy Dino characters, you know that Cousin Derp is kind of obsessed with food in general, but cheeseburgers specifically. Why? I don't know, but it is real. Ask Penguda Cheryl. It's very real to her. I thought it would be super cute to sculpt a little, but also giant, because
In reality, it's little, but in dollhouse scale,
it's actually pretty giant, cheeseburger to the top of the wardrobe. Once the clay dried, I did go into the gaps with some puffy paint and then went ahead and painted the cheeseburger with classic cheeseburger colors. We're not doing anything weird here, okay? That would not please him. Don't mess with a cheeseburger. Then I'm going back to the wardrobe itself, and I'm gonna tape off the natural wood. I want to keep some plain wood in my design. I also do want these furniture pieces to remain functional if possible, so I don't want to gum everything up with too much paint and keep the doors from opening and closing. So with some very thin layers at a time, I'm painting one door in the light derp blue and the other door in the derp spine blue. After a few coats, I went ahead and removed the tape. Oh, so satisfying. Oh my gosh, it's beautiful.
I'm so happy.
The doors still do function, although yes, the inside is still pink. Let's ignore that. I brought out some paint pens and went ahead and started drainting. There's a classic Emmy vocab word. Woo! Drainting on some splooches and spine spots to really give this a derp theme. Now, if you are unfamiliar with the Derpy Dino lore, splooches are the little jelly bean shaped spots that you will find on all Derpy Dinos. Are they magical? Well, no. Do they have any special meaning beyond cuteness?
Oh, yes.
No.
Okay.
But they are always there and we love them. Now the wardrobe is decorated in this amazing asymmetrical design. I mean, make this full size.
I want it in my living room.
I simply glued on the cheeseburger and voila, the derp themed wardrobe is complete. Definitely one of my favorite pieces in the room. It's just stinking adorable. Don't argue with me. Next, I'm moving on to Pickle's lazy chair. Now, I do want to sculpt on this one as well. Just a cute little simple addition to make it my own. I'm going to sculpt an adorable little dino tail onto the back of it. I'm not sure how well you'll even really be able to see this detail once all the furniture is inside the room, but we all know it's there and that's good enough for me. Thank you.
oh my gosh, it's cute. I want one.
What? A chair, not a tail. Once the clay dried, I went in for paint and of course a classic Pickle color scheme. Let me just say, I know that custom dollhouses are like a thing. There's like a whole community of people who do this. They make custom dollhouses and furniture, and if it's not already clear, I am not one of those people. I've never done any sort of custom dollhouse before, and there's a distinct possibility that I'm doing this wrong. Okay, I don't know what the rules are, so go easy on me, all right? They told me to do a custom dollhouse, and I'm just trying to do that. I am in love with the color block design for the chair. All that's left is the little derpy spine spots. Then I also want to paint this little side table with a pickle green, leaving the legs as they are. I think black is fine. And this little ottoman as well. Pickle's gotta have a place to put his feet up, which of course is gonna take multiple coats of paint. But after painting that in the same pickle green, I decided it was looking a little too repetitive, so I went back to the side table and painted over pickle green with pickle spine green. Yeah, thank you. So here's this little group of furniture, Pickle's little chair, table, ottoman area. Very cute. Cannot wait to see how this looks in the room. Okay, pause on the dollhouse. Merry Christmas, everyone! It's not actually Christmas time yet, but we have to launch this now. We are getting close to Christmas time, which I'm very excited about because I love Christmas, but also because the Advent calendar is back, folks. Last year, my Advent calendar sold out in a matter of hours, leaving many people very, very, very upset.
Sorry about that.
So if you missed out last year, don't worry, your time has come because this year's Advent calendar is, I think, even better. Even
better.
Once again, we did make it a 12-day Advent calendar so you can count down to Christmas, and inside are 12 unique mini plushies based on my characters. Should we open one? Let's open one. Let's just start with day one.
It feels a little naughty.
It's not December yet, but it's fine. Oh, it's it's Willy. Look at this. I mean, the quality of these plushies is beyond. Okay, they are so cute. They're super soft and they double as Christmas ornaments. We made them into ornaments so you can actually hang these on your tree as decoration or wherever you want to hang a little adorable plush. And did I mention that each box has a fold out Christmas tree? Look at this. Boom. So there are 12 different plushie designs in this calendar, but I know some of you would want to leave it as a surprise. So I don't want to show all of them, but I will show you a couple more. Here's the poopy ornament. He's got red and green accents with little Christmas patches. This is the burp ornament. It's a burp snowman with a little hat and a little candy cane. If you want one of these calendars so you can count down to Christmas and open a new little plushie every day, or open them all on the same day. I don't know. I'm not the Christmas police. Do what you want. If you want one of these though, order now. Don't wait because these are limited. Once they're gone, they're gone. Hopefully we got enough for everyone, but I don't know. Thank you in advance for all your support. Bye, thank you. Moving on, next I'm gonna work on Pickled Pink's vanity setup, and I'm playing with the mirror for a second. Let's just give me a second to do that. Okay, let her do her thing. All right, that's enough. Please. Once again, I'm going to sculpt some custom detail onto this because I just cannot help it, apparently. I'm adding 3 little dino spines on top of the mirror, which was a little tricky because I was adding weight to the mirror, so it kept getting off balance and wanting to flip upside down. I ended up having to shove some clay into the hinges to kind of stabilize it. It no longer flips around, but that is definitely a sacrifice I'm willing to make for this extra little splash of derp. Once that dried, I felt like this vanity was still looking a little bit too plain, so I dug up this little bow charm and then just glued that onto the front to add a little bit more detail to it. Then I'm going in with Pickled Pink colors. So this ended up being kind of like each derpy dino character getting represented with one main piece of furniture. I love how that worked out. Of course, with the other rooms, it's gonna end up a little bit different because for some of them, I'm gonna have broader themes like rainbow or desserts. And so I'll have to figure that out when the time comes. But for now, this just worked out so perfectly. Once I got my pink and turquoise vanity under control, I turned my attention to the little bench. Of course, that needs to match and be painted as well. I decided that she needed some little vanity accessories, so I pulled out my drawer of random charms and started combing through some options. Ooh, I know exactly what to do with this lollipop.
Okay.
A tiny chocolate bar?
I found this little rose and a cupcake bottom. I think that's what this is. Plus this little teddy bear, which we'll come back to that later. But first, this lollipop and my evil plan. Mwah, ha ha. That was my evil laugh. I started by filling the little spiral indent with clay. I want to completely cover that up. Then I found a tiny rose, little last minute addition, stuck that into the wet clay, let that dry, and then painted it with the same Pickled Pink color scheme to coordinate perfectly with her little vanity. Finished that off with some silver metallic paint to turn this into an adorable little handheld mirror for her vanity. Does she already have a big mirror?
Yes!
But what if she wants to check out her spine spots, you know? How is she gonna see her spine? The handheld mirror can stay, thanks. Then for the rose and cupcake bottom, I glued those together. I was hoping this would look kind of like a little perfume bottle. Kind of just looks like a cupcake, but it's supposed to be a perfume. Okay, here is Pickled Pink's little vanity set. I mean, so adorable, right? I'm excited. Okay, moving on. We still got a lot to do. Next, I'm bringing in the bed, which is so cute, right? Wrong. All of it needs to go. Out of here. Breaking out my clay, and for this one, I'm gonna add some derpy dino spines all along the headboard of the bed. This one was actually kind of annoying and tricky to do, mostly because the headboard was really thin and the clay was not sticking super well to the surface, but I got it done and it looks fine. Once it was completely dry, I went in with yellow because this is gonna be the burp piece. So I'm going golden spine yellow for the main part of the bed, and then for the bedding, I'm gonna paint it Burp's main light yellow. Painting on fabric does change the look and feel of the fabric a little bit. It just kind of loses its softness.
But I think it still looks really cute, so I'm fine with that. It's worth it.
This took like 7 coats of paint, all right? And oh yeah, with the pillows. Woof, the pillows as well. I know I'm only doing one room, but the amount of little details and individual pieces that I crammed into this one room, I of course added the Burp splooches to the bedding, which Burp is a little different from the other derpy dinos because instead of having a little group of splooches on his body, they just cover his entire body, but that's what makes him special. That and his ultimate derpness. Here is the Burp bed all together. This one is super cute. It doesn't feel as detailed or custom as some of the other pieces, but it took me so long to paint all the bedding. I'm hoping it'll look great in the room. Next is the crib. Oh boy. Did you notice this crib in the room initially? Did you immediately know who it's for? Okay, so basically for anyone who doesn't know, there's a rumor going around that Pickle and Pickled Pink are in a secret marriage and have secret fraternal twin baby dinos named Pinkle and Gherkin. This rumor is based on eyewitness accounts of Pickle driving around two twin baby dinos that look exactly like him and Pickled Pink named Pinkle and Gherkin. So evidence is pretty strong, but not confirmed. I don't have any vinyl figures of Pinkle and Gherkin yet, but I don't want to just leave the empty crib in the room because that's sad and slightly ominous. So I decided to grab two of my little peg dolls and taking some fluffy clay, so sticky, I sculpted a big old baby head on each of the peg dolls. These look really weird right now, yes, but bear with me, I have a plan. While my weird peg doll babies are drying, I'm gonna go ahead and paint the crib. Now, I only want one crib in that room, okay? We're not gonna cram two, so they're gonna have to share it. So I'm going half and half pink and green, which was honestly a nightmare because the level of detail on this crib, I absolutely hated painting this piece. The amount of crevices was the worst, but I got it done and then came back to my weird baby peg dolls, who of course I'm gonna paint as Pinkle and Gherkin, including their little blush, their little facial features, their little spines, their little spine spots. So now their heads look just stinking adorable, but clearly the bodies are a little underdeveloped and I'm scared. So yes, I decided to grab this bin of random fabric scraps and pick out a color that matches with each of them and then simply wrap them into little baby bundles. Just wrap them into just okay, this was annoying. I've swaddled a baby many times, but swaddling a dino peg doll baby is apparently a little bit different. Tried my best to get these babies wrapped up in an aesthetic and cozy way with their little blankets and glued the fabric in place. Now, are they freaking adorable?
Yes, they're freaking adorable little bundles.
But I wasn't happy with the little seams that were visible from the fronts, so I decided to add tiny little yarn bows to cover those up. It's kind of cute. It almost looks like a drawstring or something, which doesn't actually make sense. And then back to this tiny bear that I set aside. Remember him? This is gonna be a teddy bear for Pinkle and Gherkin. Did I paint them their own individual bears? No. I love them, but not enough to paint two of these little tiny bears, okay? It's fine. They need to learn how to share anyway, whatever. Here are the Pinkle and Gherkin items.
Oh, if you don't think that this is cute.
I really don't know what to do for you, friend. Okay, this is all I got. Now, they don't quite both fit into the crib anymore. This situation is not gonna pass safe sleep regulation.
But that's okay. Maybe they'll just have to take turns in the crib.
I'm super glad to have included them. They are a tiny but very important part of the Derpy Dino family. Finally, the last piece of furniture, and it's gonna be, you guessed it, Evan Orange. I really thought about excluding Evan from this project entirely, not even mentioning him when it came to the Derpy Dino room, because he's the worst and I hate him. Quite honestly. But I thought some of you would get mad at me, so fine. I'll add a little Evan side table and a little Evan lamp and do some stupid little Evan confetti. And there, Evan has a place in here as well. Happy? Also, now that I'm looking at this side table, I actually don't think that it was meant to be a side table at all. I think this was actually a grill. Whatever, that's fine. And oh my gosh, it just keeps going. The last few items of this process are some little additional accessories. I used a tiny canvas of mine and made some custom Derpy Dino abstract art to hang up on the wall. So cute. I also went back to my fabric bin, which, by the way, all of these little fabric scraps came from product approvals. With certain products, I'll get samples of the fabrics themselves before they actually get made into plushies. Good thing I hoarded them, right? Because this Derp blue fabric swatch is the perfect size and shape of an area rug for my Derpy Dino dollhouse bedroom. Who knew? I added some dark blue ribbon to the edges to give it more of a finished look. And finally, this little chocolate bar. I wanted to include this because, Derp doesn't just like burgers. He also likes chocolate and pretty much anything else that he can eat. So I thought it would be cute to just have this placed in the room somewhere as if Derp had just left one of his half-eaten chocolate bars laying around. And of course, it needs sprinkles. twinkles. Oh, why is that actually so cute? And now finally, it's time to play. Ignore this little smudge. I messed it up trying to clean off some paint. It'll hide under the rug. So of course, I get to furnish the Derpy Dino room with each and every piece of custom furniture, plus all my gorgeous accessories. And get this, my first time mounting something to the wall all by myself. Jordan, I hope you're proud of me. Here is the final room. Ta-da! Do you love it? I love it so much more than I expected to. And I have to admit, I actually thoroughly enjoyed this process. I thought I was gonna hate this. I resisted doing a custom dollhouse for so long because I thought it was gonna be an absolute nightmare, but this was actually really fun to do. And I'm looking forward to doing the other rooms because I just love this. It's so satisfying to see it all come together and create a little mini space. I mean, everything is so colorful and detailed, and I'm an interior designer again. And this room is just the perfect place to hang out on a calm Saturday morning. Pickle is in his lazy chair. Pickled Pink is fussing over her makeup. Oh, and then of course Pinkle is just peacefully sleeping like an angel while Gherkin is demanding attention, you little psycho. Pickle, stop being lazy. Hold your spawn. A happy little family. But I'll bet you didn't notice Cousin Derp sitting on the floor in the background munching on chocolate, making a mess. Uh-oh. Then second cousin Burp arrives, for some reason dressed in a lavender elephant costume.
Okay.
And he just lays down to take a nap. Just a nice day with all the derpy dinos. Uh-oh, Pinkle's crying.
Oh, Cousin Burpy will help baby.
Oh no! Falls right out of her chair to rush over.
That's okay, Burp. I got her. Thank you.
Okay. So nobody trusts Burp. That's fine. The amount of splooches in this room is unmatched. Find me a room with more splooches than this. I love it so much. Don't forget, this is only one of 6 rooms yet to be completed, so I have a lot more work to be done on this dollhouse. Like I said, these episodes are going to be spaced out, so please be patient with me as I work on room number 2. I've already gotten started. I'll get it up as soon as I can, but keep a lookout for episode 2 to see the next room being completed. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you all next Friday. Bye!